If you think your hobby could be earning you a better living than your day job, then setting up your own business might be the answer. This is the story of one woman who turned her passion for cars into an international business success. Diane Patterson not only loves cars, but knows them inside out. When she joined a Peugeot enthusiast club, she soon found herself helping members across the UK mend and modify their cars. It was becoming more than a spare time activity.
And it ended up that people from England, from the clubs, were phoning us asking if we could help and a bit of advice, and their cars were breaking down and they needed a bit of help. And it ended up becoming a bit of a hotline, to be fair. But of course this went on for a few years, and it didn't really, the penny didn't drop that it was a business opportunity just yet. It's just when it actually happened, it was just like, we could actually help other people and we could possibly make a living out of this, because I wasn't happy in my job.
The idea grew in Diane's mind that she could set up a business customising Peugeot cars with unique design features and parts, so she turned to her local business gateway.
I thought that I would go and speak to Falkirk Enterprise Action Trust, which is the short name for FEET, and they had loads of business advisors. I made an appointment and started to try and develop this kind of business that I had an idea for, and I really kind of wanted some sort of assurance. I went back to my boss and I said, I'm going to go on this business course that FEET are running, and he says, oh, this will be the biggest mistake of your life. Obviously I felt that it was time to make that move. I was young enough to make that move. I was only 23 at the time, and it was fairly scary to sit there and have someone telling you that it might be the biggest mistake, or it was going to be the biggest mistake of your life, and you were thrown away a job.
Diane was more convinced by her business advisor than by her boss, and she decided to leave her job and launch her business.
How did the motor industry take to you then, being a female, setting up a garage on your own?
I felt that I had to work a lot harder to prove myself, and obviously to come across as someone who could give the right information, could help people to solve the problems on their cars, and for someone to be trusted. And I think that's part of the reason why it gave me so much inspiration to get on.
So what exactly do people want done to their Peugeot to make it different? The answer seems to be everything and anything, from the small personal touch to the major redesign.
So how do you get the car looking like this?
Well, it's a whole lot of work in this one. Certainly we've got a full respray that's been done to it. It's on air suspension and it's on 18-inch Tremont 3-piece wheels, so it's got it all going on with a very big sound system.
Okay.
And it wasn't long before Diane's work began to get noticed. To date, her cars have been on the front covers of no less than 58 magazines from Denmark to Chile. She's also won a string of awards and appeared in a number of TV shows. Even Diane herself hadn't realised at the outset that her local business would have global appeal.
Sometimes I'm actually not very sure how that happened. I suppose I'd like to think that it's because our fantastic reputation has spread worldwide. We've been, I'd say, lucky, but we've built a lot of really great cars, so their fame has kind of went into different continents.
But with success came high expectations from customers. Diane's first business premises was an old joiner's workshop, which wasn't ideal. So she decided to design her own building with all the facilities she needed, but that required a huge investment.
It's a nice place to work, but it comes at a cost, and that cost can sometimes be a bit frightening. And I think that if anyone is starting their own business, they should really look at what they're actually moving into and work it out.
So how much, can we be cheeky, did it cost?
A few bob.
Diane's taken on risk and debt and come through it all to run a highly successful business. So what are her plans for the future?
So I think that future, well, probably develop a little bit more to do with the web, probably take it a wee bit further, and obviously just keep everything moving and keep building beautiful cars.